friends, welcome back to Glam Furious, and today we're going to be working on learning how to basic contour. I am no means the best at contouring, but I've had a couple of my friends ask me personally saying, hey, I don't really know how to contour, do you mind doing a little video on how to contour? I'm like, sure fam, I gotcha. So this video isn't going to go into all the different face shapes that people have. I'm just going to go into what the usual universal way of contouring someone's face if you can't quite figure out what their face shape is. So what you need to contour is usually a contour palette. This is by Blank Cosmetics, and it's like the first makeup palette I ever bought back when I was like in high school. So that was about 12 years ago. So yeah. So this is probably expired. I do not recommend using expired products, but this holds a near dear place in my heart for contour palettes. It was like 30 bucks back in the day. First ever makeup purchase, really, that wasn't drugstore stuff. So besides the contour palette, you need some blush. I have a Morphe blush palette right here. This one is their warm colors. I am a cool toned woman, but I don't know. I feel like playing with some warm colors today. Might not look good on me, but I want to show you how to apply the blush, and I think these would show up better on my face. So we also need 3 brushes. You need a flat face brush, and I have 2 round face brushes that are angled. One I use for blush, one I use for contouring, and then the flat brush I use for the highlight. So when you're working with contour and highlighting, you want to work with the contour first and then the highlight, because when you go in and highlight, you go above and below the contour. So you can't really say, oh, I'm going to do highlight here, and sort of guess where you're putting the contour. Put on the contour first, then the highlight, and then the blush. And when I say highlight, I do not mean the shimmer that is produced as a highlighter. The highlight is the lighter shade that you use. So when you're determining what shade you need to use for the contour and highlight, you want to use only 1 to 2 shades lighter or darker than your skin tone. Today I'm going to be doing it in very light color, like shades that are too light for me and shades that are too dark for me, so that you can see how I apply them. Sorry about that. So you can see how I apply them, but it's not going to be how you look when you finish the look. But when you finish your look, it should look like you've carved your face, not like you applied dirt. So with that, let's begin. So I'm going to take one of my round tip angled brush, and I'm going to get a contour shade. So this one is definitely going to be darker than what I would normally put on, but it's just so that you guys can see it on the camera, on the video. So what you want to do is, people normally go make a fish face and then follow that line. Not necessarily. What I like to do is I like to smile when I do it. I smile. So I smile, I say, hey, there's a little patch right here that I'm going to put my contour. So when you do a contour, you don't want to bring it all the way onto the face. You basically just want to do like the side of the face. I'm gonna start up by the ear and sort of make a triangle. So not necessarily where your temple is, but close to it, depending on how full your cheeks are. Because my cheeks, they're really big. And so if I start at my temple, it's going to cut over part of my cheek. So I want to start where my cheek bone, or the full, I guess the apple of my cheek stops, and fill in behind it. So we're going like a triangle. So you can see how, if you use something too dark, it looks like you end up with sideburns. Which is not what we want to go for, but I'm trying to show you how it looks when you apply it. So we apply it, and you do sort of want to blend it out a little bit, just so it's not harsh edges. And when you blend it, you can blend it onto the front of the face, but you don't want to start out putting it onto the front of the face. So once we have that triangle done, you want to go onto the other side and try to mirror the same thing. So in my experience, it's hard to make sure you have the same thing on both sides, especially when your lighting isn't that great. But we're only human. We can try. Roughly same placement. So then we just sort of blend it out so it's not harsh edges. So now we have our cheekbones. You can already tell that it already makes my face look a little bit slimmer, and that's a good thing. So with my hair, I have long bangs that either I have to the side or I have them pulled back. So let's say you don't have bangs and you want to contour your forehead because you want to make the whole face look nice. So you get your contour some more, and you kind of just do along the hairline, but not all along the hairline. You just do a little bit. Okay, this might be a little bit too much on this. Oops. But see, we all make mistakes. But we can fix that. So then we do it on the other side. And if it gets in your hair, it gets in your hair. You can always wipe it out later. But yeah, it should really be closer to the hairline than to your forehead. We want to blend it out. Blend it out. Okay. Okay. So this side is a little bit too much onto the forehead, but not everyone's face is symmetrical, so it gives a more natural look than a Barbie doll look. So that's the way I see it. If you're going for a more Barbie doll look, you're more than welcome to reapply it. Take it off and reapply it, but I like things not being as symmetrical as a Barbie doll. So, okay. So you can already see that my face already looks like it's starting to take shape. It's no longer its big mass of skin. It's sort of chiseled in a way. So I'm going to skip on the nose contouring just because, well, no, you can do some nose contouring. So this is an advanced step. What you want to do is you want to take your round brush that you have, and then you want to pinch it so it becomes, instead of being round, you want to pinch it so it becomes flat and makes a line. So what you do, you go in, get a little bit of your contour, and then make a straight line down your nose. Like, not in the middle, but to the sides. Okay, that's not that's not a straight line in blue. Okay. So it's easier when you have a smaller brush. Like I said, this is an advanced technique. I haven't mastered it yet, so don't feel bad if you don't. So basically what you want to do is get it as straight as possible. So your nose looks as straight as possible. Then you want to blend it down the sides of your nose. So your nose looks more outward as opposed to flat. Okay. So now that we have done our contouring, let's do our highlighting. Okay. So like I said, you want to get a shade, one shade or two lighter than your skin tone. I'm going to be using white so you can see what I'm working with. Okay. So what you want to do is sort of pinch it so it's not as circular as the original brush, because you still want to have some control over it. So what you want to do is put some highlight below the contour and above the contour, like so. So below it, blend it out a little bit. Move your hair out the way if you need to, and above the contour. So it sort of becomes like a contour sandwich. Then you want to do the same thing to the other side. This also ends up highlighting your jawbone, so it gives you even more of a chiseled look. So once again, above and below. So what you can do is go in again with pressing your brush together and do the triangle under the eyes. But that's optional. I wouldn't recommend that if you have large cheeks such as my own, because they're already prominent. But if you have not as full cheeks, I'd say do it. So you just do like a triangle, or like I call it a check mark, because I take mine, I go from my inner corner of my eye and then bring it all the way back to my hairline. That's how I highlight my cheeks, but that's what I do. So I do the same thing on the other side. I make a check mark, bring it all the way back to my hairline, and there we go. So now we have highlighted my cheeks. So we did the cheeks and we did the jawline. So the next thing I do is I do my forehead. If I don't have bangs, I do just a little swish swash in the middle of my forehead like this. And if I don't have bangs, I just leave it blank, because like my bangs are covering it. My bangs are covering it, no one's gonna see it. Why put makeup on? So since we did our nose, we're also going to make our brush into a thin line. This is a little bit harder because it is a thicker brush. What you want to do is just swipe it down the nose, down the nose. Try to get in a straight line, and you're done with the nose. So you want to go back and blend your highlight sort of into your contour, so it's not as stark of a contrast. Like, oh, here's where she put her highlight. You sort of blend it. So blending can be hard, and I understand that. It took me forever to work on my blending technique. So you either want to go in circles or swiping motion. I do circles first to sort of get the to get the contour sort of mixed in with the highlight, and the highlight sort of mixed in with the contour, and then I just sort of paint it. Okay, so my face does look like a hot mess. It does not blend in at all because it's so dark and so light. But if you have the right colors, right shades, it will look way better than this. Like I said, this is only for showing up on camera so you can see where I'm placing it, not necessarily how I want to go outside and look. So the next thing, so we did our contour and highlight. Yay! The next thing we want to do is get our third brush, the other rounded angled brush, face brush, and get our blush. So I'm going to be using, I don't know, I'll use this terracotta looking one so you can see where I'm putting it. Okay, so what I recommend is just do a natural smile. Just like say, hey, remember that really funny joke I told you the other day? Or, man, those cat videos on Facebook, oh my gosh, they make me so happy. So I'm smiling. Like a natural, not like a natural smile. Not like, smile for the camera with your Aunt Betty. No, that'll make your makeup look bad. You smile just naturally. It's hard to practice how to smile naturally on command. Watch a meme compilation for a little bit. If you smile, hey, they're like, haha, ah, I'm smiling. Let me do my makeup. Alright, so now we're smiling. And what you want to do is put your blush right on the apples of your cheeks. Like that. Line right there. You do not want to go more than 3 fingers or 2 fingers? 2 or 3 fingers depending on your finger size towards your face. You want to have it more towards the side of your face as opposed to the front of your face. So this is about, I don't know, closer to about 3 fingers away from my nose. So that's where you want to stop it. So you can go back if you want, like back towards your hairline, or if you just want a little bit, that's great. So you want to match the same thing on the other side. So you want to smile and apply. Okay. So I know I look like a hot mess still. So what I recommend doing is we get our highlight brush. You get our highlight brush and then we blend our blush. That way we're not adding more blush from the blush brush onto our face, we're just distributing what we already have. So I just go in little circles, little happy circles. Okay, so yeah, I probably shouldn't have used the Horm palette on my face today, because now I look like I don't know anything about makeup. But it is what it is, and I'm not redoing this video. Okay. So now my blush is blended out. I look like a dang clown, but I'm a pretty clown, right? So, we can either leave it here, or you can put on some shimmer right on our cheekbones. So this is the optional step, so I didn't talk about having this material beforehand, but a lot of people like to add glitter to their face. I'm one of them, so I have a whole bunch of highlighter palettes. So I'm just going to take one of them. I like to apply highlight with my finger, just so it's more controlled in my opinion. I'm just going to take it and just right at my jawbone, cheekbone, right here, right underneath my eye. I'm going to do the same thing, right at the top of my cheeks. Alright, so now we have our completed face. Oh, with our contouring, highlighting, blush, and our shimmer. Hopefully this helps you in your journey to contouring. So this is I will call this our universal contouring. It is by no means the only way to contour. I will be doing other contour looks on my Instagram, which the links will be down below. So stay tuned for those. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you don't like it, can't help you there, bud. I also have a Ko-fi link, so if you want to support me, that's also going to be in the description below. If there's other tutorials you want me to work on to help you guys with your makeup journey, please comment them below. I want to help you guys as much as I can. Tell me what you thought about this video. Like, dang, Blue, you're using the wrong shade of blush. It's like, yes, I know. But it goes well with my shirt, so it sort of matches. It just looks terrible on me. So, comment down below what you thought of this video, whether you thought it was informational, if you thought it was too technical, too basic. Let me know, because this channel is to help you guys, not for me to just make in a room and have no input. Because you guys also make the channel, not just me. So your input is invaluable. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you'd like me to do next. In the meantime, stay safe. I know this is a hard time for everyone. Please wear masks. Please wash your hands. Please stay inside. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. And remember, I'll always love you guys.